Hello and welcome to the Car Compass. My name is Sandu, and in today's video we have a 2026 Acura ADX. This is a compact crossover SUV, and this is going to be into the A-Spec trim. Now in 2026 you still have three different trims in the ADX. That's going to be base, A-Spec, and then A-Spec Advanced. So this is pretty much the middle brother. Here's the MSRP sticker for this specific car in our video today, and this is a front-wheel drive. It's going to be an MSRP suggested price of $38,200. If you look at my other videos, I usually post the MSRP sticker at the end of the video, but I hope this is more helpful for you guys to see the exact MSRP sticker in the beginning of the video. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Acura ADX. What engine do you get in 2026? It's going to be the same as the 2025. There is no difference. It's 1.5 liter direct injection 4-cylinder turbo engine that delivers 190 horsepower and 179 pound-feet of torque, paired with a CVT automatic transmission. This specific one in our video has a 26 city and a 31 highway as far as the MPG goes, because it's a front-wheel drive. If you go all-wheel drive, MPG will change. The same engine you're going to find across all three trims. Now, the gallon gas tank size is going to be 14 gallons all over. Now, what are the competitors on the market for the Acura ADX? It's going to be BMW X1, Mercedes GLB, or Volvo XC40. Please keep in mind, if you're looking to buy an ADX, you can also look at other competitors. And as you probably already know, this is the luxury division of the Honda. This would be the higher luxury edition of the HR-V. Now, before we move forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps me out with my channel to grow it and be able to bring more content like this one in front of my viewers. Also, a big shout out and a thank you to Nilo Acura here in Roseville, California, for providing me with this specific car for the review. Also, don't forget that you can watch this video in 4K. It's filmed in 4K, and make sure you adjust your settings on your YouTube. The reason I'm carrying a measuring tape here with me is because I want to give you measuring dimensions in the cargo, not just in cubic feet of space, but also in inches, so you know how much you can fit in that cargo. Now, don't forget, this is an A-Spec. Let me go ahead and grab the camera and start giving you a walk around this A-Spec ADX. Now, the fog lights are because of the A-Spec, and you're going to see A-Spec elements that's specific for this trim. You're not going to find them in the base trim, but you will find them in the A-Spec Advanced. Full LED headlights. I left the emergency lights on so you can see how they look. These are also your daytime running lights. The front grille is going to be high gloss black. The bottom grille is going to be matte black plastic. Around the fog lights is going to be high gloss black, and this does not have active air vents. This does not have a 360 camera either, and this is your big Acura emblem right here in the front. Now, the ADX in 2026 comes with Acura Watch features, and that's going to give you adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist system, and road departure mitigation. Let's go to the side and discuss some dimensions for the 2026 Acura ADX, so you know if this is going to fit into your garage or in your driveway. This being a subcompact crossover SUV, I don't think you're going to have any issues with the dimensions. It's going to be 185.8 in length, 72.5 in width, and that does not include your mirrors. Your height is going to be 63.8. Wheelbase 104.5, and the ground clearance is 7.3 inches. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the tires and rubbers. This is going to be a Continental Pro Contact, and the size of this specific one is 235 by 45 by 19. Your suspension is going to be McPherson strut suspension for the front, and the rear will have your multi-link suspension. The A-Spec is going to be stamped on both sides for the front fender, and this is how your side mirror looks like, with blinker lighting integrated and heated power door mirrors. The bottom is going to be matte black plastic, and the top is going to be the same color as the car. And this color is going to be an urban gray, if you're wondering what color this is. This comes with blind spot assist, but it's not automatic foldable. Around the window, you're going to find matte black plastic, and in between, you're going to find more high gloss black. This is going to be your sunroof or your moonroof. Really nice option that's offered in the ADX 2026. Let's move over to the rear now. And now here in the rear, the top spoiler, very sporty, is going to be the same color as the car. You're going to have your brake light, this is your windshield wiper, your Acura emblem, the backup camera, and this is going to be a high gloss, and then your exhaust tips on both sides. And under the car, you're not going to find a spare tire because ADX in 2026 does not offer a spare tire. You're going to have a tire situation on inflator inside the car, and I'm going to show you that once I open this trunk. On the right side, you're going to have ADX stamped in chrome, and then on the driver's side, you're going to have the A-Spec emblem stamp. Now, let's go ahead and open the trunk and start giving you some dimensions first in cubic feet of space. 23 to 24 cubic feet of space with all the seats up. And then if you have all the seats down, or the backrest of the second row down, it's going to be 54 to 55 cubic feet of space. And now let's give you dimensions into inches. From the backrest all the way to the plastic paneling is going to be between 34 and 35 inches right here. And then from left to right, it's going to be about 40 inches right here, 40 inches. And if we drop this backrest of the second row and we go all the way to the back of the center console, it's going to be about 68 to 69 inches. Now this cover is here because of the A-Spec, and let me go ahead and remove it so I can see if I can give you some entrance dimensions, and that's going to be about 30 to 31 inches right here. 30 to 31 inches. Now let me go ahead and show you where the 12-volt outlet is located. It's going to be on the driver's side with your illumination, and then under this mat you're going to find your tire situation, and under the foam here it's going to be absolutely nothing. Now this is an electric tailgate, and you're going to push this button right here to close it, and that's a very nice feature to have. Now that we're done with the outside, with the engine, dimensions, cargo, and MPG, let's go ahead and talk interior. Now sitting inside the 2026 Acura ADX in the A-Spec, and don't forget this is a front-wheel drive. You do have the option of the all-wheel drive. You're just going to have to pay extra. Because this is an A-Spec, I showed you for the outside what the A-Spec brings you. It's going to be the elements, it's going to be the fog lights, and also the cover for the trunk. Now let's continue and mention the exact features that you're going to get inside because you have the A-Spec. It's going to be your sport steering wheel A-Spec stamped. It's going to be your sport pedals, your ambient lighting, your 2 USB-C ports for the rear console, and also your ventilated seats. So these are all the options that you get into the A-Spec. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the seating surface. You're going to have leatherette trimmed seats with micro suede inserts. Now both driver and passenger seats are going to be electrically controlled, and that's a very nice feature to have. Let me go ahead and talk about the legroom. I'm 6 feet tall, just for you to get an idea how I can fit into this. I find this ADX very spacious. I personally own a HRV, and the difference between them as far as the legroom and interior size goes is exactly the same. There is no difference, and I think this is a very spacious crossover SUV or subcompact crossover SUV. Legroom for the front is going to be 41.9 inches. Legroom for the back is going to be 37.7 inches. Let me go ahead and grab the camera so I can give you a better angle for the dashboard in front of the passenger. This is going to be your dashboard with red stitching. This is hard plastic. This looks like a leatherette wrapping, but I'm not sure if this is leatherette. This is going to be your chrome trim. You're going to have ambient lighting as mentioned, another trim or inlay right here, and then your glove compartment is going to be non lockable. I find this a very, very good size. These are going to be your air vents. And now let's talk about the infotainment screen. This is going to be a 9-inch infotainment screen to where your cluster is going to be a 10.2 inches full digital on both of them. Let's go ahead and put this car into reverse so I can show you the camera. I find this a very, very good quality of the camera with your different angles. Let's put it back into parking, and now let's discuss about what this infotainment screen offers you. You're going to have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Wi-Fi hotspot. This is how your system looks like, your interface, and I find this very, very responsive with all the options that you can control here. Your home button will take you back to this screen, and this is going to be your volume button right here. Let's put it back on mute so it doesn't bother you in the video. This does not have maps integrated, so if you want navigation, you're gonna have to connect your iPhone or your Android phone. Moving forward, these are going to be your air vents with your emergency light button, and this is a dual zone climate control with heated seats at standard and ventilated seats because this is an A-Spec with your defrosters down there. And moving forward, you're going to have 2 USB-C ports and also a 12-volt outlet. Your wireless charging pad is going to be right under, and then the cup holder is going to be right here with a little bit of cubby room next to it, and another cup holder is going to be right here. Your shifting lever is going to be wrapped in the same material as the dashboard, and this is, you have to press this button right here to put it into reverse, neutral, drive, or sport. And your dynamic modes, this has 4 different modes. It's going to be snow, comfort, normal, and sport. So let's put it back into normal. Then you're gonna have your auto start stop button and your descent control button. This is your electronic parking brake and your brake hold. Another cup holder here that I showed you, and this is how the key looks like in 2026 Acura ADX. This is your armrest in leather red wrapped with red stitching, and I find this a very, very good size armrest. Now let's go ahead and discuss about your sunroof and your moonroof. This is a very nice option to have. Some people like it, some don't, and this is how your control panel looks if you have it. Your rear view mirror is going to be auto dimming, and I find this a very, very good option to have because it helps you at night when driving. Your steering wheel is going to be A-Spec stamped, and this is because of the A-Spec leather wrap with red stitching and perforation on the left on the right. Around your A-Spec emblem is going to be chrome, and then you're going to have more high gloss black with your paddle shifters. On the left side, you're going to control your volume and your cluster with this little wheel right there. And you're going to be able to control the left side of the cluster, and then on the right side you're going to have your cruise control and another wheel to control the other half of your cluster. On the left side you're going to have your headlights control and your fog lights, and on the right side you're going to have your windshield wiper controls. Let's move forward to the left of the steering wheel, and that's going to be your traction control and your button to adjust your tailgate. This is going to be a manual steering wheel. And now let's go ahead and talk about the driver door panel with the ambient lighting, with micro suede, leatherette wrapping, and your high gloss black trim. This looks a very luxury door. These are going to be your controls for your side mirrors and your windows, and I think we are done with the front side of this 2026 Acura ADX A-Spec. Let's go ahead and talk the second row seating. Now here on the second row of the 2026 ADX A-Spec, this is a front wheel drive, don't forget. The seating surface is going to be simplified. You don't have any perforation, and the micro suede, you're going to find it just on the sides, but you still have the red stitching, and this is still leatherette wrapped. You're going to have an armrest with 2 cup holders. This is a floating armrest, does not rest on the bench. Very nice option to have. And then in front of us, we're going to find the center console with air vents, which is very nice features to have because some HRVs from Honda do not offer air vents anymore on the center console for the second row. And then the 2 USB-C port is because of the A-Spec. The front of or the back of the front row seats is going to be leatherette wrap, and the passenger seat is going to have a pocket, but not the driver. On the door, you're going to find more tweeters, which is very nice because this ADX comes with 8-speaker Acura premium sound system. As mentioned in the front, the legroom for the back is 37.7 inches, and I have plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom. I find this absolutely no issue taking long road trips. The way you're going to control this backrest is from a lever right here, and this is the way you're going to put it down. And what's nice is that it's the same level as the trunk or the cargo. Car seat compatible, obviously, like almost all the cars come nowadays, and this is not adjustable position for the backrest of the second row seating. The fact that you have a moonroof and a sunroof gives you more light inside the car, and the color that you're going to find in this specific one is going to be ebony, and you're going to find that on this MSRP sticker that I already posted in the beginning of the video. But if you missed it, here it is again. Start price $38,200. Let me know if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps me out, and thank you for watching.